Hiya, hiya. It's Joey Reynolds back on my porch, my perch with the bird. I'm back from the Consumer Electronics Show, which is held every year in Vegas. It's my college education. It's my elective course. You know, I go every year and I sit there and I wait for the good news that I don't have to think about all of the craziness because I'm not in the problem anymore. See, when you're not working in the industry, you don't have to worry about anything because nobody cares and they're not bothering you, and you don't have. The only opinion that I have is the one that I put here, and this is my place where I can sit down and actually tell you what I think about all of this craziness. I was watching this morning where Gayle King was on CBS television. You know, she's Blackula. Everything is black. You know, this is always going to sound racist. It's not. It's that she's pushing black all the time. And I wonder why. Why are we pushing it? Just let it be organic. You know, I mean, black people are just other people with color. That's all. I mean, there's no difference. The social illnesses that we have are lack of education and poverty. And we have to stop guns. That's what we need to do. So you got to get somebody in there who's going to get rid of all this crap. And you know, when we elect someone like that and our intelligence is raised, then we'll have a better society. That's all there is to it. You don't have to be pushing women and black people and children and interns, giving them the jobs that seasoned professionals have because they cost too much money. Does that sound like an issue? Or ageism? I mean, everybody's got something that they don't like. Or we're all experiencing something that's somewhat vulgar. Look at the King and the Queen of England. You know, they now are stuck with those mad kids who don't want to be part of the royalty. They don't want to be in the royal family, which is okay. You know, let them go to Hollywood and be part of that family. You talk about the reward. See, the birds of a feather flock together. But actually, that's a bad saying. It's not birds of a feather flock together. It's sick picks sick. And if you want to be in Hollywood and be in that system, you're pretty sick. It's a sick system, you know. I mean, you're not going to change it or fix it, and I've been part of it for a number of years, and I don't choose to be that. I graduated from it. Thank God I got out of it. You know, I mean, it's an amazing collection of crap, just like radio and television. They're all, you know, they're holding on. They're like abortion children in Buffalo. They're holding on to something. Why? Because they're fear-based. Middle management, fear-based. They're neurotic. They have no sense of themselves. Otherwise, they wouldn't be trying to hold on to an industry that's shifted over to the internet and streaming and podcasting, all of that. We didn't talk about this. I've been talking about this for 5 years. I did the first one in Times Square from the NASDAQ window on NBC's digital channels every night, 10 to midnight, live, right? Hello. And, you know, nobody noticed me of those people. They didn't get it. They didn't get it. They still don't get it. Content is not king. Image is king. Content is what is. Image is what you think it is. So these are lessons. I mean, you learn them as you go along. Not everybody's expected to have this as a birthright, but you do have certain things that you are told and that you are listening to, that people are on this journey with you, on your side, or are not against you, but don't approve of your work or your vision because they know better, or else we think differently. That's the other caveat. I think that in the radio and television business, I don't know why the head of the FCC is someone that's never been in broadcasting, and there is no broadcasting. It's very narrow. It's not broad at all. And speaking of broads, you know, I know there's a bad joke there, but it's not broad. It's not broad. There's Howard Stern is on a satellite. That's subscription. That is not broadcasting. Let's see, who else? HBO. HBO is not broadcasting. That's on a subscription basis. Rush Limbaugh's broadcaster. That's broadcaster. You know, when you're on the air, over the air, and you are commercially supported, it's not because there's commercials or not commercials. It's because there is a narrow way of getting it. You have to pay to get it. That's narrowcasting. So these are not broadcasters. And, you know, stop calling them that. It's ill-defined. Most radio stations now in America on AM are over the hill. Why? Because the property that the towers are on are worth more than the value of the radio station that's putting commercials on the air. Because people don't listen the way they used to. We're shifted out of it, that's all. And in Japan, you know, they have mostly FM now. They don't have any AM at all. But you know, there are other countries that are ahead of us. in many ways, in certain ways. In broadcasting, I would say probably the best that I've seen in my travels would have to be overseas, and it would be Denmark, for the structure, just the way they run broadcasting. I don't know. I don't think we have to do what they're doing, but we certainly can model for others with what we know how to do. I know how to do certain things. People like my age are not going to be on the air right now. We're too damn interesting, and too damn expensive, and too damn smart. You think I want to sit there every night for 5 hours and argue with people about why the Yankees didn't win? Or you think I want to fill time to talk about Iran and that crazy guy over there in North Korea? Do you think I really want to do that every night? I mean, I have somewhat of an IQ. All this can go away very easily, all we have to do is stop bombing other countries. That would be a good start. And you would kill a lot of jobs, like all those security jobs. Thousands of people are employed and make money off of those jobs at the airport. What would these people do for a living? Well, I mean, it would all be upset. And then you have the craziness in the White House. I mean, that just, you can't even imagine that. You got to, you can't even get into that one, because that one's just, they have lied beyond repair. All of them. Oh boy, it's crazy. But you see, if you're listening to what I say now, the funny way to say all the things I've just said was George Carlin. He was brilliant at it. Other comics are slamming usually the political slam dunk jokes. I don't favor that so much. I do think so much right now that as far as the royal family is concerned, with Meghan and Harry and being dropped out of the royal family because they don't want to be there. First of all, he can't be king anyways. His brother's going to be there unless he dies, and then he'll be king. And the other one, she's just from a trailer park. I don't know where the hell he picked her up. But if they want to go live in Canada, I mean, I lived in Buffalo. I wouldn't live in Canada. Are you kidding? But she's Canadian. Oh, that's why. Well, it's still attached, Maybe they should go to Australia and put some fires out. Well, you got to put the fire out in the Buckingham Palace first. Also, let me, Let me tell you. I'll give you a synopsis on it. I don't give a royal shit. That's it's a Reynolds Rap. Oh, go to my site, Reynolds. It's Joey Reynolds, the late Joey Reynolds on Facebook, and Reynolds Rap on YouTube. That's it.